And here we are. Hello,
Hi,
Mel.
Michelle.
How you going?
I'm doing well. How about you?
All right, all right. Here we are on my Tuesday morning, your Monday evening, for our usual weekly catch up in front of whoever happens to be listening now or later on social media. Um, so today, I wanted to talk about get shit done because we talk about get shit done a lot, don't we, you and I?
Yes, we do. We talk about it in a lot of different places.
We do. So the places we talk about it, apart from just in general life, is we have on the podcast. So Lead to Soar podcast, we have our mini sods or mini pods, which are around 10 minutes, aren't they? And quick fire tips and tricks and techniques to get shit done, the right shit done.
I love those. They're some
And
of my favorites. So if you're out there and you haven't listened to those yet, those are some of my favorite things that we've been producing in season 3. Definitely checking out Lead to Soar. It's on all the major podcast platforms and leadtosoar.com.
yes, and we do have a bit of fun. And I'm slightly more sweary in those than I am in, well, not in normal life, because people who know me in normal life know I'm very, very sweary. But anyway, but the other part of Get Shit Done is that, well, in a career that soars, so our online global platform for ambitious business women who want to get paid what they're worth, be respected, and advance their careers, I run a Get Shit Done boot camp. And I've got one going right now, which, Mel, you are a participant in.
That is true. I am in the Get Shit Done experience, the Get Shit Done boot
Mm-hmm.
camp.
So there's a group of women who work with me. So for some of you watching or people in women in my network, you'll remember that I used to do Get Shit Done days. So I used to do a whole day when we used to do things live. So all around Australia, I haven't done one overseas yet, but all around Australia, I would go around and we would have a day of basically getting shit done. So it's 3 parts: know your own shit, get your own shit done, and then amplify the really good shit that you're going to get done. And we've got our final boot camp today, haven't we, Mel?
Yes, it's true. So I still have a little bit of homework to do, but yes, we've had our first few sessions, and yeah, I'll just say that I really like how the boot camp begins with knowing your own shit is really around understanding your core values, who you are, and what are you really trying to do? What are you doing here with your life and career? And that's so foundational to taking those next steps.
And I talk a lot about, what you cause. So, and when you understand what you cause, interestingly enough, we've just had a bit of one of our little mini-sodes on Lead to Soar about that. But when you know who you are and what you stand for, what makes you tick, all that kind of stuff, then you can start to, using Goleman's model, EQ model, then you can start to self-lead. Then you're leading others and organisations. Then we move into get the right shit done. And I guess without going through it chapter and verse, what have some of the thoughts and feelings that you've had, Mel, as you've gone through the boot camp with me?
I feel like the questions that get asked in the boot camp, they really help to create some clarity around life. But at the same time, there's definitely feelings of discomfort. So the questions are so good that they dig into those things where it's, you read it and you think, wow, haven't really thought of it like that before. So there's potentially some discomfort, but a good outcome on the other side of it once you do the work.
Yeah. Well, that's good, because it isn't a comfort zone at all, the Get Shit Done experience. It is. I've really deliberately designed it and really tweaked it and refined it over the last 5 years, because I've been doing this now for 5 years, to number one, for women to feel really, and I know it's an overused terminology, feel really safe in the environment that they're in, so that they can, dig deep and challenge themselves and each other, because of course it's all around that peer-to-peer mentoring and networking, of course. But it's not a comfort zone at all, because I know that when I've really done the work, I've got the results. Not when I've gone beyond the superficial, I've got the results. So that's the stuff I've been really aiming to do, is to kind of be that person who's that, the queen of annoying questions. Ask an annoying question, but really?
Well,
Okay.
I think you kind of nailed it, because this is one of the sort of attributes of a career that soars, is that we're about creating things that are actually going to help you, that are really going to be something that helps you move your career forward. We're not going to just do that, initial step of like rah motivation and then send you on your way.
You go get them, girl.
Right. We've got to take the steps, the extra sort of complicated, challenging layers beyond that, so that we can get on track and get the right shit done.
Now, speaking of, so thank you. So for those of you who are interested, you can always DM Mel or myself, but we are opening up another Get Shit Done boot camp in October. In fact, the registrations are open now. I limit the number of women able to participate in each one, because a huge group doesn't work. We don't get the interaction. So get in. So we'll be kicking that off in October. 3 live sessions. So it's over 6 weeks, 3 live sessions, a fortnight apart, self-paced work, on-time chat with me, real-time chat with me, all that kind of stuff. So, and for our premium members, it's $85 US. So it's a bargain. And if you're not a premium member, or you're part of the general public and you identify as a woman, it's $150 US. So that's really, I think it's really good value. Now, speaking of outcomes, Mel, now I got a really, really nice DM from one of our members last week, and I'm not going to name her or her industry or anything, because she hasn't given me permission yet to do so, but I got a note from her to say, thanks to all of the work that we've done together in a career that soars, she got paid the same bonus as her male peers this year for the first time ever.
Good for her.
So, yeah, senior woman in, and I'm not even going to say the geography or anything like that, but she's done all of this Get Shit Done work and has really, really invested in the platform. She comes into our coffee, cocktails and connections, our monthly meetups. She's done one mentoring program with me, and has just been like a really active participant or active member. So yeah, but that was great to see. So yeah, she knows who she is, and to have someone get the bonus they want, but also to have gender parity, and to know that she's for the first time got the same bonus as her male peers. That's pretty nifty as well.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm so happy to hear that.
So what else is going on for you this week, Mel?
Well, there is a little something I want to share. I saw a new review come through on our Lead to Soar podcast, and I'd love to just share that really quickly. So we had a nice listener out there who gave us a 5-star review, and they wrote, Michelle and Mel do a great job of creating space for people to share their stories authentically. The result is a show that leaves me reflecting long after the episode is over. Each episode delivers gems of self-empowerment. I love that. Gems of self-empowerment.
I love it. So, that's very cool. Thank you, listener. That's very generous of you.
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I mean, it's good, because you and I both have a lot of fun doing the podcast, but it's tied to our, we both have a similar mission, right? And we want to empower. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with the word empower, but I guess it's, we're giving women the opportunity to take charge, have agency over themselves, but also to have the tools to have some of those, those really tricky conversations, the time you go, is it me or is it the system? Is that, I think it might, no. But, realization is one thing. Oh God, okay, there's something going on here. But then I guess I feel really strongly about saying, how can I give you some tools, some tips, some techniques to have a conversation, or to take action to address the challenge or the opportunity that's in front of you in the workplace.
Yeah, absolutely. So in a career that soars and through the Lead to Soar podcast, our missions really revolve around helping women achieve their highest ambitions in their career. That's what we want. Whatever that looks like for each individual woman, we want to help them get there.
Yeah, 100%. So anyway, well, that was so it is another Get Shit Done episode, but it's specifically around Get Shit Done. But I'm really proud. I'm proud of the stuff that we've been doing, Mel, and it's really nice to hear women coming back to us to say, here's the outcomes that they've created for themselves, but we've given them those tools and those techniques to create those outcomes. So that's a very nice reward.
It is. Yeah, that was a great share. So the Get Shit Done Experience Bootcamp, it's happening again. The next one's starting in October. So Michelle, where can our listeners sign up if they're ready for that?
They can sign up by going to acareerthatsoars.com and under courses. And what I'm going to do across all of the platforms, I'm going to post after we finish this live, because sometimes it posts, sometimes it doesn't in the comments. So I'll post a link where you can go straight in, learn more about the Get Shit Done experience. And yeah, if you've got any questions, well, you know where we are. So Mel and I are both experts. So drop us a line. And if you're liking these live broadcasts that we do every week, give us a like, drop a comment, let us know that, what's working, and also what you'd like us to talk about, because we've got no end of things that we can talk about, but we'd love to know what you'd like us to talk about. So drop us a line and let us know. Totally.
We'd love to hear from you.
Cool. All right, my friend. Well, I will see you. I'm going to see you a bit later, and also next in a couple of days' time for our meetup, our networking meetup in A Career That Soars. But until next week's live, I shall say sayonara.
Okay, see you then. Bye, everybody.